Hi, how's it going? Our names are Joel and Melissa Graber. And just a little bit about us. We are newly married, newlyweds, I guess you'd call it. And we've been married for about 3 months.
Yeah, and just a little bit about how we met is I was taking a worship school down in the States, and Joel was driving his sister down to the same school, and she happened to be my roommate. And so I met him when he literally knocked on my door to move his sister into my house, and we hit it off pretty
The
good.
rest is history. So,
Yeah.
a little bit about what we do is we're in a full-time ministry with Youth of the Mission. Some people know it as YWAM. And just a little bit about YWAM. YWAM is the world's largest missions organization with over 25,000 full-time and part-time staff in over 180 countries and over 1,100 locations. And so the location and missions base that we're at is in Medicine Hat, Alberta. Way out in the middle of nowhere, kind of near the Saskatchewan border, 3 hours from Calgary. And what we do in the ministry, I actually work with our discipleship training school. I help lead it. And some people know the discipleship training school as a DTS. And what it is a 5-month short-term mission school. So we have students from all over the place, from all over Canada, the United States, Europe. We actually have about approximately 30 students who have come from all over the world to be at this school. And for the first 3 months, they are in a lecture phase where every week we have a new speaker come in and they learn about different topics. And then the following 2 months, they basically take what they've applied and how God's changed their lives and pour into other people in a missions aspect. And so what I do is I help lead the discipleship training school by pouring into the students, doing counseling, discipling, teaching, and just working with them and building them up and then bringing them overseas.
Yeah, and what I do is I work more with the worship aspect of the ministry. And so what I really enjoy is just teaching students how to lead worship and how to play their instruments and sing just to glorify the Father. And so I'm really excited just to do that. Even overseas as well, just to see our team just lead people in worship and just connect their hearts with Jesus.
So some of the previous outreaches that we've done overseas has been to India and to Thailand. So 2 years ago, I went with a team to India, and we saw hundreds and hundreds of people give their lives to the Lord. I remember one specific event where we connected with the local churches, and they set up an open air meeting where we did gospel message, evangelistic message. And I remember preaching the gospel. I saw over 200 people just in that one meeting raise their hands and give their lives to the Lord, and just basically get forever changed and then plugged in with the local church. And we saw God open so many doors of miracles. So like hundreds of people got physically healed. We saw the glory of the Lord just forever transform and impact the different areas that God brought us to. And last year we actually went to Thailand, where we got a partner specifically with a Bible college. There's one in particular that we went to for 3 weeks, and while we were there, we got to pour into the future pastors of Thailand and Asia. Some of those students literally sold everything that they had and gave up everything, even being disowned by their families, just to know the gospel and to have a relationship with Jesus. And so we were able to every day pour into them and just journey with them. And some of the things that we were teaching on at the school, they literally have been praying for a couple years. One student told us for someone or some team to come to be able to talk about these things. And so when we went, it was literally an answer prayer for them. And so it's just been awesome the last couple of years how God's used us in ministry and our team to impact the nations. And where God's calling us specifically this year is to go to the Philippines. Some of the things that we'll be doing is open air meetings. We'll be connecting with the local churches, with different ministries. We'll be doing street evangelism. We'll be working with children. There's so much fruit that's ready in the Philippines. It's phenomenal. One person who just spoke at our school, he just led a team to the Philippines within the last couple months, and upon being there, in the first couple weeks, in the first 3 weeks of them doing ministry, they saw over 1,000 people give their lives to the Lord just on one-to-one basis on street evangelism. And so in their couple months being there, they literally lost track of how many people give their lives to the Lord, because they're so hungry there and the fruit is so ripe and ready. And so God's called us to go there, and so we're answering that call, and we're really excited for what He's going to do. And so this is where we need your help. So by the beginning of July, in order for us to go, we need to raise approximately $6,700. And God's called us to go, so we're really excited, and we're believing that God will send in the money. And we'd like to ask you if you would take a couple minutes right now and just ask the Lord if He would have you partner with us, and if so, how much. And just take those next couple minutes, and if you feel like you're called and led to give, then just follow the instructions on the next page that'll pop up, and just give. We're really excited, and we look forward to updating you on all that God's going to do in the Philippines. Bless you.